Welcome back, dear learners, and here I am with the analysis of the sample question paper for 25-26, aiming all the questions as given by the board for targeting your class 12th board exam in 2026. So let's have a quick look on this. This is Business Studies 054 sample question paper class 12th, and as you know, students, it's of 80 marks as earlier, and there will be 3 hours time for completing the question. The instructions are almost the same as we saw earlier. The question paper contains 34 questions that you are supposed to attempt, and if we talk about the total number of questions, that is including the internal choices, they are 5 in number. So in total you can expect around 39 questions in the paper, out of which 34 questions are mandatorily to be done. Then marks are indicated against each question, and answer should be brief and to the point. This point every time CBSE specifically writes in their sample question paper. So students, you are supposed to stick to the word limit, and you have to be very, very brief and to the point, stating all the keywords in the given topic. Then we have answers for 3 markers have to be in 50 to 75 words, for 4 markers 150 words, and for 6 markers 200 words. There's no change as far as earlier sample paper is concerned. And the last point is all parts of the question are to be attempted at one single place. So it's always important to write the proper question number and attempt all the parts of a particular question at the same place so that it becomes easier for checking. So this is all regarding the general instructions. Now let us see. I have brought the summary of the question paper as far as your marks are concerned for different category of questions. And if we see in this, students, you can clearly see that you have 34 compulsory questions and 5 optional, or you can say the internal choices. So in totality 39 questions, which are comprised of 4 categories: 1 markers 20 in number, 3 markers 4 in number, 4 markers 6 in number, and 6 markers 4 in number. So let us have a quick look on each category of questions. The first one, 1 marker, has no internal choice, means all 20 have to be attempted by you. In 3 markers, we have got 2 internal choices. In 4 markers, again 2 internal choices. And in 6 markers, the long questions, you have just got 1 internal choice. Then out of these 20 questions, we can say that 1 markers, 14 are direct questions, means straightforward, they have been asked the topics, and only 6 questions are there that are case based. So, and the different categories are 14 MCQs, 2 statements type questions, 1 is assertion reasoning, another is matching, then it's sequencing, and 1 question will be picture based. In 3 marker, students, there are 50-50 chances, like 50% direct questions and 50% you have case based questions. And then we have 4 markers, again 50-50, 3 out of 6 questions are direct and 3 out of 6 questions are case based or indirect. Then the last one is 6 marker. This is really important, students, because you have got just 1 internal choice, and apart from that you have 3 case based questions from this segment and just 1 question which has been asked in a direct form. So you have to be very, very clear, and always remember just the marks and double the time. The time has to be double the marks. Like if it is 1 mark, you can take maximum up to 2 minutes. However, it will not be required. So just save this time for your 6 markers, because there in 6 markers, you have to devote just 12 minutes per question. For 4 markers, 8 minutes, and for 3 markers, 6 minutes. This is not a airtight compartment of timing, but still, students, with this timing, with this maintenance of timing, you can easily complete your paper on time. Because for 80 marks, then you'll be needing around 160 minutes, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes. So that is well in time you're completing your paper, and you're also left with another 20 minutes to revise whatever you have written and to underline specifically the keywords in the different topics. And word limits have to be adhered to, because here in 1 markers, no word limits, because you just have to tick or write the correct option, not tick. You have to write the correct option. Just mention, like suppose 1 and the part is B, answer is B, and then write a few words of that option so that it's easily identifiable that whichever option you are marking as right. In 3 markers, 50 to 70 words, as said earlier. In 4 markers, 150, and in 6 markers, 200 words. Mind you, students, don't waste your time in counting the words. Just make sure that beforehand only you go through an analysis that how many words you can accommodate as per your handwriting in a particular line, so that if like you can accommodate around say 7 to 8 words in a particular line, then for a 4 marker where you are supposed to write 150 words, if you are accommodating 8 words per line, then I suppose you have to write at least 20 lines, so that it is around 160. So always remember this silly small tricks in your mind. And last but never the least, this is the blueprint of all the questions as per your chapters. As per the marking scheme given by the board, you can see, students, that the first chapter, that is chapter 1, is of in totality 5 marks. And here you can expect 1 markers, 2 1 markers, 1 3 marker, and 1 just 1 marker and 3 marker, no 4 markers and no 6 markers. Similarly, in chapter 2, you have got 1 markers and you have got a 4 marker, but no 6 marker or no 3 marker. Similarly, in chapter 3, there are 1 markers and 4 markers, totaling it to be 5. This is clear-cut guidelines by the CBSE that first 3 chapters you have for 16 marks, then the next 2, planning and organizing, you have for 14 marks, and then the last 2 from part 1, that is directing and controlling, has got another 15 marks. So this is how your first part of the book has in totality 50 marks, and the second part, in that the chapter number 9 and 10 have got 15 marks, and similarly your last 2 questions, they have got. Coming back to the last segment of this video, chapter wise blueprint of the questions, very very important. You can see, students, that CBSE has given the questions from different chapters in this particular manner as per my analysis. So these are the number of chapters: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. In totality, there are 12 chapters in your book. Out of this, up to 8 you have got the part A, and the last 4 chapters are covered in part B. As per this analysis, students, you can clearly see that the first chapter has 5 marks, the second one has got 6 marks, and the third chapter has got 5 marks. So this is strictly as per the CBSE guidelines. The first 3 chapters comprised of 16 marks in total. Then chapter 4 and 5, you have got 14 marks, and chapter 6, 7 and 8, that is staffing, directing and controlling, is for 20 marks. So this is how this part A of your book has got 50 marks in total. If we sum it all, then it will be 50. And the second part of your book, that is financial management and market, they've got 15 marks. And the last 2 chapters, marketing and consumer, they are again of 15 marks. So summing up to 30 marks for the part B. So in total, part A plus part B is of 80 marks. And this is how your 3 hours paper is going to be held. So here, students, just look at this analysis very, very carefully. You can take a screenshot of this so that you can refer it later. And you can expect the highest 1 markers from financial management chapter. There are 4 1 markers, followed by the chapter of staffing. Then in other chapters also you've got 1 markers: marketing, financial market, this environment, then principles and management. So from all these chapters you can expect controlling also has a 1 marker. Then maximum 1 markers are basically from chapter financial management, as I told you. And now let us have a quick look on the 6 marker. The 6 markers, which are 4 in number, they are from organizing chapter. Then 1 is from directing, yet another is from financial management, and the last one is from consumer protection. Now let us talk about those 5 internal choice questions, students. 2 from 3 markers, 2 from 4 markers, and 1 from 6 markers, that from where exactly they have been put in as per the sample question paper. So 1 choice you have got in organizing chapter, students. Another choice is given in planning chapter for a 4 marker. Then you have 1 internal choice in financial market for 3 mark question. Another internal choice is in the marketing management chapter for 4 marker, and 1 6 marker, again you have got 1 internal choice in consumer protection chapter. So this is all regarding your internal choices, where there are 5 questions in totality. So just have a careful look at this blueprint, very very important, and go ahead with your preparations in the similar manner. I hope it is very very useful, and in the upcoming videos I'll show you that how exactly the lines from NCERT has directly been kept in the question paper. I will open up the questions simultaneously with the page of NCERT, and I'll show you, students, that in case-based questions specifically, how clearly they have taken the exact lines from the book into your question. So it's very very important to go through each line of NCERT, and apart from that, I'm always there with you with acronyms to memorize all the points of NCERT on your tips and to convert a case-based question into just an MCQ. Thank you so much.